So we know that the Amazon flywheel, or more importantly, getting organic rank on Amazon, really matters to have an effective business on the platform. But obviously the $1,000,000 question, or probably $1,000,000,000 question, frankly, is how does the Amazon algorithm work? And while I think no one knows for sure but the back-end engineers at Amazon, we're going to take some information that's been distilled by people with massive data sets here over the last couple of years and look at least at some of those directional correlations that we can think about with organically ranking a product and how the Amazon algorithm rewards listings with organic rank and traffic. So the purpose of this video is really to understand the key algorithmic variables that drive organic rank and success on Amazon. Before we get into that, I think that we should begin with the end in mind and realize that to effectively scale, our ultimate goal here is to try to get 70+% of our sales to come from organic traffic. We're obviously going to institute Amazon pay-per-click, and that's a core skill set that we need to hone and dial, and we need to understand how that influences broader success and organic rank on Amazon. But financially speaking, to really hit that escape velocity and that scale that we're looking for, if we can get to north of 70% organic sales, we'll be in a really good spot, especially if we consider margins and ROI and other things that we're going to cover in the product module of the course. So to get organic traffic, we basically need to understand how to feed Amazon's algorithm what it wants to reward us with organic rank. So to do this, we're going to reverse engineer the algo and look at what factors impact organic rank. Again, this is distilling pretty trustworthy data that's come from people that have analyzed this deeply with large data sets and with access to information that most sellers don't have. Is it perfect? No. Do I think that there's some things behind the scenes that change all the time with Amazon's algorithm? Yes. Does anybody ever truly know exactly what's going on with Amazon algorithm? No, I don't. But we can take these facts and help distill them into strategies, directional strategies that we can focus on to improve the performance of our organic rank on Amazon. So the first thing to keep in mind, which is a massive surprise to most people, is that the largest impact weighted variable on organic rank is not sales. It's not conversion. It's not reviews. It's actually add to carts. More specifically, for a given keyword, how many people are adding your product to cart versus other products adding them to cart. So more than half of organic rank is thought to be based on these add to carts and add to cart trends over time. So the key point here to realize is that the number of add to carts for a specific keyword search should be greater than your competitors who you are trying to rank above. The other key thing I should say about add to carts, and we'll get into some of this in the gray launch strategy, is if you're instigating add to carts somewhat artificially to drive rank, you also want to make sure that it's within a natural range. A common tactic, especially of Asian-based sellers, is to use these accounts, these shell accounts, to go do a bunch of add to carts. Let's say that you have 100 visitors to your listing and 80 of them add to cart. Amazon's going to realize that that's a mathematical anomaly and something is going on. So if you're going to use some kind of an add to cart strategy specifically at launch or another time, make sure that it's natural and it's in concert with other traffic strategies. But add to carts matter a lot. The next thing down the list is actually page views and searches. So roughly 15% of organic rank is going to be based on just people actually visiting your listing. Said another way, the more eyeballs you can get, especially those that have on-page behavior on your listing, the better you're going to rank. And this is truly why external traffic, which gets rewarded more than on-site traffic, is incredibly powerful when it comes to organic rank. And again, we're going to get into that in the ranking module. So the key point here is getting eyeballs on your listing has a massive impact on rank. The number of customers that view the product detail page of your listing for a specific keyword search should be higher than your competition if you want to beat them for this particular ranking variable. The next is on-page listing optimization, which is really all of the search terms that are included in your title, bullets, backend, description A+, even FAQs and reviews. So about 8% of your organic rank is going to be how optimized and how relevant the keywords that you've optimized for are in your listing. So the keywords you want to rank for must be optimized for in various areas of your listing and should be well-designed images, etc., that Amazon's going to reward as a quality listing. And some hierarchy we can look at with listing. Again, we're going to get into this more in a later module, but title is going to get the most benefit, then the bullets, Then the backend search terms, there's about 250 characters that you can use in backend search terms. The description and or A+, the alt text tag in A+ is what I'm speaking about there. The subject matter used to be, although we've seen Amazon remove this and potentially not even index subject matter anymore. But if it does, you can throw some words in there. Platinum keywords, we usually like to throw some in, and then reviews and Q&A, despite the fact that you're not actually putting them or contributing to them on your listing, can actually index and can have an organic rank benefit and a listing optimization benefit for your product. So I don't know about you guys, but when I first heard about this stuff, it was almost like the Matrix, right? When after taking the red pill, Neo had that revelation of what the Matrix really was. So it's crazy, right? 83% of organic rank is based on 3 variables, and those don't even involve sales or conversion. It's pretty nuts, and it's an important thing to know when you're sculpting your organic ranking strategy on Amazon. Some other ones are the purchases. That's going to be next down the line, which is 13% of organic rank. The number of customers that purchase your product for a specific keyword search should be higher than your competition. Very specific here. It's going to be at the keyword level versus your ASIN and others. The next is just 5% of a bunch of different things. It includes search terms, blended sales, share of unit sales, clicks, and click-through rate. So we want to leverage the algorithm again to achieve 70+% of our sales from organic ranking. Most of that's going to come from add to carts, page visits, and traffic to your actual ASIN page, purchases, and then how optimized your listing is. So focusing on those 4 areas explicitly will drive 95% of your rank directionally. Now, is there some percentage changes here and there? Does Amazon roll out new things? Yes, of course they do. So this isn't a hard and fast rule, but I can almost guarantee that if you do each of these things well listed here, and you have a good product and it's targeted around your customer archetype, you're going to have phenomenal success on Amazon. The other thing I should say here is you don't see conversion on any of this. Conversion is really a front-end metric that can help drive a lot of these things, right? So conversion helps people click on your listing and look at it. Conversion variables help them add to cart and ultimately buy it. So conversion matters for rank, but it's kind of an upfront tertiary impact. And conversions do matter a lot with Amazon pay-per-click. So that's super important. If you have a pay-per-click campaign and you're running really low conversion, that can actually reduce your organic rank. However, for actual conversion rate on your listing, especially for things like external traffic, it has less of an impact than I think a lot of people think. So that's the Amazon algo.